Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today our topic is supply, law and law of supply. So first of all we explain the concept of supply. Supply may be defined as that part of total production which is offered for sale at a particular price and at specific time period is known as supply. That part of total production. Suppose the supply may be total production or may be the part of the total production which is offered for sale, and that part of production which is not offered for sale, that will be known as stock. Suppose producer produces 1000 mounts and he just offers 700 in the market, so the supply will be 700 and 300 will be the stock. So this is the concept of supply. Now we explain the law of supply. Quantity supplied is positively related with the changes in price if other things remains constant. It means quantity supplied has the positive relationship with price. Positive relationship means when price increases, quantity supplied also increases, and when price decreases, quantity supplied also decreases. Its functional form may be represented as QS. QS means quantity supplied. Quantity supplied is function of price. QS means quantity supplied and P means price. Quantity supplied is function of price means that quantity supplied depends on price. When price increases, quantity supplied also increases. When price decreases, quantity supplied also decreases. This is the positive relationship. So there is positive relationship between price and supply. Now we explain it with the help of schedule. In this schedule you see the first column which indicating the price. When price is 20, 20 to 25 and 30, it means price is increasing over time. And what happens to supply? In the second column there is supply. When price is 20, supply is 40. When price increases from 20 to 25, supply increases from 40 to 60, and so on. When price increases from 25 to 30, supply increases from 60 to 80. So there is the positive relationship between price and supply. Now we explain with the help of diagram. This diagram has been constructed with the help of schedule. When price is 20, supply is 40. Price increases from 20 to 25, supply increases from 40 to 60. When price increases from 25 to 30, quantity supplied increases from 60 to 80. And by joining these points A, B, C, we get the SS supply curve, and this SS supply curve represents the law of supply. Now we explain the causes of positive slope of supply curve. Why the curve is positively sloped? Number one is profit motive, because producers want to get the maximum profit. So when price goes on increasing, they offer more and more at the increasing prices due to the increasing trend in price. When price goes on increasing, it leads to increase the profit, and the producers can only get the maximum profit when they are selling their product at the highest price. So this inducement from the prices to go on increasing, it induces the producers to offer more and more so that they could raise their profit. Number two is the danger of price fall. When price increases, producers sell their products, and if they think that in near future price will fall down, then they could not get the profit. Their profits will reduce. They will not get the highest profit due to the danger of price fall. So this danger causes the producer to supply more and more. That's why it causes the supply curve to positively slope. Number next is rise in cost of production. Cost of production, if the raw materials which are used in the production of any goods becomes expensive, it will induce the cost of it will induce the increase in cost of production. So Due to rise in cost of production, producers cannot get the maximum profits, so producers sell their product more and more at the increasing prices, because the fear of increase in cost of production induces them to increase the supply at that price, at the prevailing price. Now we explain the assumptions of the law of supply. These are the assumptions as we stated in the law of supply. If other things remain the same, quantity supplied positively varies with the changes in price. So number one is no change in cost of production. For example, once producer is producing its product at the lower cost, and if price increases and at the same time cost of production also increases, then it will not be possible for the producer to increase the supply due to increase in cost of production. That's why it has been assumed that there is no change in cost of production. If cost of production increases, then this law will not apply. Number next is no change in techniques of production. Production technique. If production technique is changed, if there is innovation and you can produce more and more at the cheaper cost, so it is not necessary to increase in price will lead the increase in supply. Due to new technique, at the same price supply may be increased. It means it will not obey the law of supply, then law of supply will not be applicable. That's why it is assumed that there is no change in technique of production. Production technique remains the same. Number next is no change in the prices of raw material. If prices of raw material are changed over time, then the law of supply will not be applicable, and the things may be, suppose there is rise in price, but the raw material has become expensive, though, so the cost of production will rise, that and the increase in cost of production may be greater than the increase in price level. So in this situation, the producers or the supplier will not increase their supply, and this law will not be applicable. Number next is no change in natural resources. If new resources are invented, then this law will be not applicable. Due to the invention of new resources, the production may be affected, and due to this invention it may refute the law of supply. No government restrictions. Government should not implement any type of restrictions, and due to government restrictions, law of supply will not be applicable. And the next is political stability. If there is political instability, government is not stable, government do not completes its tenure, then this law will not be applicable, because different governments have their own policies, and due to their different policies this law will not become applicable.